Hey everybody, Trainer Joe here. Let's talk about how to lose weight like a man. I do these programs and a lot of times I'll have probably 75% women in my group. And they'll start the program and after a week they'll come in and say, you know, it's going pretty good. I've lost 3 pounds. My husband's just watching me do it and he's lost 15. And they're like, what is up with that? Why do men lose weight so much easier than women? Or is that even true? Do you believe that's true? Well, I'm going to go with that it is true. But why? Why is that? Here's a guy, week 1, week 2, week 3, he's ripped, right? He lost all this weight. Is it a stereotype? Is it real? Let's go with it's real, and let's see what you can do if you want real weight loss, focused, get it done. You want to lose 30 pounds before the wedding. You want to get into your bathing suit by summer, and you're really serious about it, then do it like a man. If you saw Napoleon Dynamite, you saw Rex Kwon Do. He said, after 1 week in my dojo, you'll be prepared to defend yourself with the strength of a grizzly, the reflexes of a puma, and the wisdom of a man. We want to apply this wisdom to weight loss. So let's look at it. What does a man do? A man wants to conquer this. A man is like a knight fighting a dragon. I've got one purpose, and that's kill the dragon, right? Cut the grass, beat the red light, get through the traffic, and we're very focused on it. I was talking to my wife. She said, honey, a friend of hers was really struggling with her weight. She said, she's really struggling. This is going on. That's going on. And I told her, I said, well, she can lose the weight. I guarantee it. If you just let me feed her. Just let me provide the meals, provide the food. She'll lose all her weight. No questions asked. And my wife looked at me and she said, you got to understand. She's not a robot. Well, do it like a man. A man is a little more like a robot. We're not too concerned about the methods. A lot of people are just really concerned. Well, what's going to happen if I do this? Well, what if I get hungry? Well, what if this happens? I had one girl I was working with, and it was years ago when I was doing more individual help. And she saw all these pictures of these people I'd worked with all over my walls in the basement. And they were all people that had done 21-day transformations. And she looked at them and she said, and some of them had lost more than 20 pounds in 21 days. And she said, is there any chance I could be your biggest loser? She said, I want to be number one. I want to be your biggest loser. Is that possible? And I said, yes, but it depends how you approach it. If you approach it with, I want to be your biggest loser, so how much can I eat and still be your biggest loser? You'll never be the biggest loser. But if you approach it this way, how little can I eat and not die? Then you might be able to be the biggest loser. That's more of the man way of looking at it. Kind of like Rocky. Remember when he was fighting Apollo Creed? And he got to the point he said, Mick, I can't see. Well, so Rocky's saying, if I can't see, I'm probably not going to win. So cut me, Mick. Cut me. That's a man's way. Or Ronnie Lott, the former San Francisco 49er safety, broke his left pinky finger trying to tackle Timmy Newsome in a game against Dallas Cowboys, December of 1985. It was the last game of the regular season, and the Niners were heading to the playoffs after a 10-6 record. But Ronnie was going to miss games because of this messed up pinky. The only way his doctors said that he'd be able to play without missing any games was if he didn't have a pinky. So what's a man do? You remove the pinky, which is what he did. We've got a goal here. If you're worried about, well, how am I going to feel? What if I don't sleep good? Well, what if it affects this? Or what if it affects that? Well, let's get it done. You want to lose 30 pounds before the wedding? Can be done. But you're going to have to do it like a man. A man compartmentalizes. We're going to put this right here. Here's cutting the grass. I don't care what else is going on. Here's losing the weight. And we put it right here. Just cut off my finger. Now, a woman's going to look at it and say, I really want to do this, but I think I might need this finger at some point in my life. So she's not as focused. This guy here, he was a trainer who decided to better help his clients who were struggling to lose weight. They didn't think he understood their problem. They said, you don't understand us. You're so fit and healthy and muscular. You don't understand our problem. He said, okay, I'll gain weight and then we'll lose it together. He gained 75 pounds on purpose. Then he loses 75 pounds. Very focused, compartmentalized. But here's the problem. Men tend to be good at losing weight when they're focused on it, but they're also real good at gaining it back. How can we approach this so that we lose it and we have a mindset that says, and I'm not going to gain it back? Let's look at this man. This man was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. After fasting 40 days and 40 nights, guess what he was? He was hungry. The tempter said, if you're the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread. If you're the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread. How do we handle the temptation that food brings to us? We'll do it more like this guy who said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. When did he say that? He said it when he hadn't eaten for 40 days. We hold food so tightly that it tends to rule our lives. Or let's look at this guy. He said, everything's permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. Everything's permissible, but I will not be mastered by anything. A lot of us in America, in our culture, are mastered by food. We obey our appetite. And whoever you obey, to him you're a slave. We are slaves to our appetite because we obey it when it says it's time to eat. We eat. Well, Paul said, don't be mastered by anything. Not even your appetite, maybe especially your appetite. Hold it lightly because food has the potential to master you. If you want help with this, join one of our 21-day transformations. Our next one is August the 18th. Hey, if you need help, get help. These are fun. They help you get the breakthrough that you need, the detachment that you need. We got one starting next week. Click on the link in the comments and we'll get you signed up for it. Trainer Joe helping you train your brain and transform your body.